All right, good morning, sub traders. Welcome back on this lovely Tuesday. Hopefully, everyone is excited. We're having a couple of good big movers. Market is down about 87 points. A couple shocking moving some stocks that moved yesterday. We're going to talk about Carvana. We're going to talk about Nvidia. We're going to talk about some big runners like right now, CLRO and MTEK, a bunch of them. But before we get started, a couple of quick announcements. Don't forget. Today is Tuesday. We have Traders Talk that we're going to have at 11 o'clock. So everyone in the Cyber Group room, anyone on YouTube, you're more than welcome to join us. We're going to be broadcasting live. It's the most popular event that we have here at Cyber Group. And also, hopefully a lot of you guys have been watching our YouTube shorts. I don't know if anyone give me a chat back in the Cyber Group room, even on social media. Have you guys been looking at the short videos that we've been doing? We'd love to get your feedback on it. We just did another one. Josh did one this morning at 8 a.m. I did one last week. Listen, a nice, you know what? The thing about these big videos, sometimes they're a little bit longer. People are like, oh, it's 5 minutes, it's 10 minutes. But I don't know what it is, but these short videos, a lot of people are catching on to them. They just want to see a quick little 60 second of it. So we're going to be doing a hell of a lot more of those. And just please make sure you subscribe to our channel, like us, friend us, share us. Listen, your gift to tell somebody to help them about what we do here will save them thousands. Remember, that's the biggest failure rate of people blow up their accounts. They don't know where to look and so on. Let me tell you a funny story that happened to me before we go into these watch lists and show you what happened and stocks that are moving. Yeah, NVAX, I will check that out, David, on NVAX in a little bit, all right? But yesterday I was doing some work outside. I'm working on a new garden. I'm going to share everybody. I'll have that on my Fausto Home Living channel, a 60-second video. But a friend of mine, my neighbor across the street, he knows I get, I have connections in the garden industry, and he came over because I was supposed to get him some plants. And he came up to me, we were talking about real estate. And, he really made a really good point. And, everyone's like talking about this big crash that's coming on the real estate, big crash. Listen, in New York, I don't know if you know this, but like there's a lot of the buildings like 50% empty, the office buildings, because like I told you, we talked about this many times, COVID screwed everything up. People ain't going back to work. They're doing a hybrid where you can work half from home, half from going into the city, whatever it is. So they're expecting to have this big financial crisis on, not as bad as back in 2005, but they're expecting to have a little bit of a big little crash in the market. But then I was talking about the real estate market. I know a lot of people in the real estate. I'm like, I was thinking about getting into real estate, this and that. And he says, Fausto, there's never a bad time to get into real estate. It's like the stock market. I thought he made this perfect because he's also one of my students, my neighbor Ed. And he said something really cool. He's like, listen, everybody thinks like they're waiting for this crash, always waiting, the interest rates are going up and everything. There's always good deals. He's like, in the stock market, it's like me coming to you and said, I heard the stock market's going to crash. Every day we find stocks that are moving, every single day. And he's right. He makes perfect sense. Like, yeah, everybody always like, they're thinking about it and they're holding it off. They're hearing about this crash. Listen, we're not investors. We're not swing trading and, waiting for the bottom. We are traders. And every single day we have these stocks up 50%, 100%, 300%, whatever, down 50%. We go short, we go long. There are 25,000 plus stocks that trade every day, and we always trade the top 5. And that's why you hear every single morning at Cyber Trade University. And that's why you got to watch those short videos. You got to be here every morning. And listen, if you're not, that's okay. Every day's not a trading day. You're going to miss a lot of them, but they're going to be there every day. So let's go to the tape. Let's talk about some stocks that are moving. And I want to start off to talk about what happened yesterday. First of all, NVIDIA, okay? We don't trade expensive stocks, but NVIDIA has done phenomenal work because NVIDIA is one of the key companies that make the AI chip. I think it's like $40,000, $50,000 for the chip. We all know about AI. Everyone's freaking out about AI, and we were trading the AI stocks. There was several of them. Doesn't mean they're making money, but, AI, you can see like this one actually had a good push yesterday. but you could see we trading the stock at 10, ran to 30. I mean, there was so many AI stocks out there that were moving, but NVIDIA is doing really well because they're the ones, they are the super chips that make that stuff. So anyway, it was a good day trade yesterday. And, sure enough, you could see it. It also became a very good swing trade. AMD is also picking up also. AMD did really well too. Look at that stock. Went from $89 to $94. Another big one. Shopify, great earnings a couple of days ago. We watched that stock. Its stock took a major, major hit. Did phenomenal also yesterday. But the ones that we like, the ones that we're more fans of are stocks like Carvana yesterday had a really good move. Ran from 9 to 11. And that, which is pretty crazy. We talk about this when we do our live commentary in the morning. But right here, we're trading from like 9:30 to like 10:30. And then you go back and let me tell you, it's like a long hour, right? You're like, it's an hour, day's over, and go enjoy life. Next thing you know, you go back, damn, the thing kept going back. And then if you don't trade the morning, maybe you're watching this a little bit later in our afternoon, or you could trade the afternoon. This thing ran right in the afternoon, ran from 10:50 all the way to 11:50. So that one did pretty well too. But this is what we like in the morning. This stock, BLCM, was amazing. This thing literally ran from like 70 cents to $1.20. That was awesome. And then the TRVN, another crazy moving stock. Look at this thing right out of the gate. This one, we would just get in and out, halted. And what was nice about this thing, it never backed off. It ran from $1 all the way to about $3, about 200%. That's what we like to trade, okay? Now, call me a penny stock trader, which I am not, okay? Call me like, oh, why? This is another short squeeze. Ask me if I really care, okay? At the end of the day, are you making money? Because you can go back and you could trade your little Apples and your Teslas and your option stuff. But it's all about risk to reward, and that's why we're here, okay? So once again, I am throwing this stock back on the watch list, and I'll tell you why. It never went down. That's the only reason why. And yesterday, it has some phenomenal iceberg orders, which we talked about. I'll bring you up if we see anything, but on level 4, we had some really good orders out there. We saw some good big block orders. And I got a bunch of them yesterday. What was the big one I got yesterday? PACW. My God, PACW was awesome. Let me bring up this chart really quick. PACW, here's a screenshot from yesterday. And I'll go into more detail about this when you guys come. We do this every tomorrow. We're doing one actually. You see that little link up there at the top? Everybody see that little QR code? I always got to remind everyone, take your phone right now and just turn on the camera and scan it. Just make sure you register on that thing. I'm going to go into more detail about it. I'm going to talk about like the stock PACW. We had these big iceberg orders. Look at this, 147,000 shares, 273,000 shares. What do you think is going to happen when those orders didn't get filled? Boom, the thing goes all the way down to 660. This is awesome. Where did it go to? I got another one. Then it dropped to 620. Look at that. And I think I got a third screenshot. Yep. Ran out all the way down to $6. So it was just really just awesome to see how that stuff actually comes to fruition. All right. Anyway, let's go see what is moving this morning and go from there. All right. Oh, I see. By the way, I see a bunch of you guys scanning it. So once again, take your phone, click on camera, scan it, get registered for tomorrow's free workshop. All right. Because I'll go into great detail talking a little bit more about that. Anyway, regarding what's going on this morning. So we had the stock right here. Let me bring up, hold on. I have to bring up some level 4 because I want to see what's going on in pre-market with the orders. And sometimes a day takes a little time to load up on here. So I'm going to go to CLRO. So this stock, cheap little stock, it's up right now about 84%. Listen, the market's not even opened, okay? Just you got to get that through your head, all right? Stock started this morning. We start trading roughly about 7:30. It went about $2 to 240. And you know what's nice about this stock? It has a little ladder effect that's going on, but the order got filled at 240. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You can see the ladder effect was kicking in right here. Guy bid it up. He bid it up. He bid it up. And then sure enough, it looks like he got executed. You can see from there on the time and sales, get a lot of reds, means there was a lot of selling going on. And that really caused the back off. But I'm still a fan of it. Still strong. Stock has been having a really good move. CLRO is on the list. All right. Biggest percentage gainer. Another stock that's also moving pretty nicely too, this one, ENSC. Now, for some of you here, I'm just going to load up here on the bottom. If you're in the cyber group room, because remember, we're working multiple rooms right here. In the cyber group room, we do the alerts. So when you're a subscriber, remember you look at that mobile app right here. Let me bring up the room. See this little mobile app right here, traders? You click over here. If you click this button right here, these are all the traders in the room. And these are all our traders, because people on in social media can't see it. Right here, that mobile app, make sure you download that mobile app, because, listen, if you're having coffee, whatever you're doing, you'll get the alerts on your phone. Not only do we run them in there, but once again, that really was the watch list that we had. And some of these stocks did move and some didn't. We're going to check them out. But this ENC, this one just basically just started making a nice move around 8 a.m. And that list came out at 7:55. Okay, so let me just take that off here. But nice little move on that stock. And what made this stock really make a big move, let me show you what's going on. Big iceberg order just showed up right here. You could see it here. And then he upped his bid, and he upped his bid. And we're getting a really nice run up on the stock. You can see that nice little orders out there. Once again, how many times we have to repeat it? Follow the money, follow the money, follow the money. This stock was a $1,200. Was this really $1,200? No. Is that even possible? It was 40 last year. Man, whatever they did not really go out too well. ENSC. I love stocks that get destroyed. Sometimes they're really good dead cat bounces, but could it be a swing trade? I don't know. We'll see when the market opens up. Anyway, let's go down the list, see what else we got. This one's up 36%, 500,000 shares traded, not really going anywhere. This one had a big pop at 5 a.m., didn't go anywhere, so I'm going to scrap that out. MTEK, flat, not going anywhere. NVAX, on the other hand, NVAX, this is that, whatchamacallit, that was another COVID stock. Looks like she's moving. I don't know. Looks like something's going on right there. Nice little pop, 750 to 950. I'm going to bring it up on my watch list. NVAX. I haven't traded that in a while. Moderna, Pfizer. I don't know if they're moving too, but always pop over there. What else we got going on? 16%. Once we get around 10%, I'm usually I back off. Neo, Seat, Vivid Seats, moving. Not really. Summit, we traded that stock before. All right, losers. Any good losers? We know why this thing's going down, right? Yesterday, this thing just. How did I forget not to mention this one, right? OMH. This thing ran from $8 to $40. Got halted. Look at that. And by the way, that did happen. That did happen right there. Look at that. That's what you call, trading at its best right there. Look at that. $8 all the way. Oh my God. Well, follow the money on that one too. Anyway, we always know the losers, the winners always end up in the losers. Why does MTEK not loading on my book map? Let me see. I'll check on mine. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. MTEC. Yeah, there's no stock symbol. That's why. You must have spelt it wrong. Oh, you probably MK. That's why. You got the spelling wrong. There you go. But I would stay away from the stock. It's not really moving too much. Let's go hop on the New York Stock Exchange. So PLTR, we traded the stock many times, okay? Traded 9 million shares. Obviously, earnings were good yesterday. How do I know that? I'm just taking a wild guess, because whenever I see big spikes like that, right at 4 o'clock, that's exactly what that means. By the way, the ENSC is holding pretty strong. PLTR. Let's go find out where the orders are and see where they're loading up. I'm just going to load up the orders. You can see it right here. What we got going on here? We had a big iceberg order showed up right around here for about 200,000 shares right around 8:15 in the morning. It's causing a big spike right now. So that kind of makes sense. It's got a couple of 3,000, 4,000s, 40,000s, 37,000s. Man, this thing's trading a lot of volume. A lot of volume. Anyway, PLTR. Remember, we need volatility to trade. And you can see why that is. Boyle's moving. Put that one back on the list. Boyle. What else we got going on? New York Stock Exchange usually doesn't always have the great volatility like NASDAQ. I'm a huge NASDAQ fan, not because, you know, it really was a NASDAQ trader. It's just NASDAQ always has bigger volume. All right, that pretty much does it. It really does pretty much does it. I think we got them all. All right, so let's get ready for the market open up. Anything I'm missing? I did not miss anything I'm missing, everyone. We got about 15 minutes. So don't forget, tomorrow, workshop, Cyber Traders. Remember, you got Traders Talk here at 11 o'clock. We have the YouTube short videos that we've been doing. Make sure you subscribe to it. Make sure you join to it. And once again, make sure you take your phone, scan that QR code on the top left. You want to join us at Cyber Trade University and see what it's like to trade in a professional trading room and why we've been doing this for 30 years. All right, everybody. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Got about 15 minutes before commentary starts. So just always trade safe, all right? And everyone else, we'll see you back here at 2:30.